Hello again, fan. It's Corey Mintz with another installment of Fed, and this week we are making rillettes, which is, of course, you all know as rillettes. And it's basically a spreadable meat. We're gonna braise this meat or confit it, blend it with the fat and some herbs, blah, 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 and get it to where you can spread it over bread. We're gonna start by taking the skin off of this pork belly. So I've got about a pound of pork belly here, and I'm gonna lightly take the skin off. Could have asked the butcher to do that. Chop it in half, throw it in this bowl with some garlic. I'm just gonna smash the garlic to take the peel off, a little bit of smoked paprika, and a bay leaf. All I'm gonna do now is just pack this into a little pot, slide it in the oven at 225 and let it sit there. So while that's simmering away, and if you lower the temperature to 200 degrees, you can do it overnight in the oven. Let me tell you why we're making rillette today. I did a Fed column with magician David Ben, and naturally I needed to find some way to make the food illusion of pulling a rabbit from the hat. So I had a cowboy hat on the table with a note that said, "Magic hat, please don't touch." And halfway through the dinner, I lifted it up and ta-da, there was rabbit rillette inside. And rabbit, some people are squeamish about eating it, cooking it, so added to which there's all these tiny little bones in it. So I figured, let's do pork. Everybody likes pork. And I've been rambling for, I'd say, 4 to 5 hours. So let's go check on our belly and see if it's done cooking. And this is the texture that we're looking for. Knife slides in and out, fat, meat, ready to be spread. And then pour the fat into a container, slide that into the fridge, and let that solidify a bit. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is pick this meat up and sort of, not crumble it, but mash it a bit over this bowl. Now you can jam the rillette with anything you want in terms of flavor. Now I wanna keep it kind of simple, so I'm just gonna do a bit of fresh thyme, lemon zest, a little bit of juice. Now this penultimate step here, you can absolutely do by hand, but it's nice if you've got the KitchenAid. I use the paddle attachment, and what that's gonna do is it's gonna move it around, break it apart, but not whip it up, not emulsify it, and then I'll season with salt and pepper as I go. That's kind of what we're looking for in terms of consistency, kind of slightly mashy, but not pureed. So I'm gonna pull this off and pack it into this jar. Take some of that rendered fat and pour it over top, and what that does is seals it and it helps it keep it in the fridge. Store the rillette in the fridge, but when you're serving them, pull them out half an hour or an hour before serving them. You want them to warm up a bit, but more importantly, you want them to soften up a bit. And then just put them out with bread, lots of pickles, and mustard. For star.com, I'm Corey Mintz, assuring you that no animals were harmed in the production of this video. Except, you know, for the pig and the rabbit. Oh, Jesus, that's good.